I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my series on trigonometry. We'll discuss a very important trigonometric equation in this particular video. The solution of this equation will help you to solve similar questions in your examinations or test. In case you want to learn from me, you can always send an email on the address given here. The question before us is to solve an equation giving answer to two decimal places. The equation is tan 2x plus pi by 6 equals to 2, where x is between 0 to 2 pi. You can pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestions. Let's try to understand how do we solve such questions. Now, let's begin with understanding the period of the tan function itself. So let us say we have tan theta, right? In that case, what is the period? Well, the period is of pi. Tan repeats after pi radians. Correct? So what I'm trying to say here is that on a coordinate plane, the tan values are positive in quadrant 2, quadrant 1 and 3, right? So it has two values which are positive within 0 to 2 pi. So as you know, this is quadrant 1, that is quadrant 2, 3 and 4, correct? So we know that the period is pi and we expect two values. Now, what are we given? We are given tan of 2 pi plus pi by 6. Now, what is the period of this? And what is the phase shift? So this could be written as tan of, it is always a good practice to factor out 2, right? You get the idea? Sorry, 2x it is, sorry. So now you get x plus pi by 12, clear? So that is what you get. So that is your tan function, and that is equal to 2, right? So we can write equal to 2 here. Perfectly fine. Now what is the period of this function? So the period of this function is k value being 2, it is pi over 2. Is that clear to you? So the period of this function is pi over 2. It is horizontally compressed by a factor of half. You get the idea. Correct. So now within, so it is horizontally compressed by a factor of half. So how many solutions do you expect in the interval 0 to 2 pi? Since we have two solutions in 0 to 2 pi for tan theta. Now, since it is horizontally compressed, we expect what? We expect four solutions, correct? So that is the thought process which should get in your mind when you're solving this particular question. And the period is pi by 2. Each solution will be pi by 2 away. You get the idea. So if one solution is x1, then the other will be x1 plus pi by 2. And then it will be x1 plus 2 times pi by 2. And then be x1 plus 3 times pi by 2. So we get these three solutions. And you know the value of x should be equal to what? It should be definitely between the given interval, which is from 0 to 2 pi. Does it make sense to you? So I hope you understand this strategy. What we are going to do is we're going to find the acute angle alpha first, and once we have the acute angle alpha, so we'll actually solve the equation tan of alpha equals to 2. So that gives us alpha equals to tan inverse of 2, correct? So we'll find this particular value. Once we find this value, that will be our x1. To this value, we are going to add multiples of pi by 2. So our solution will be what? Our solution will be the x values will be equal to this x1 value plus n times pi by 2. Is it okay? Where n value is going to be 0, 1, 2, and 3. So that will give us the 4 solutions. So I hope you have understood this strategy, right? So that is the overall, so I should say overview. Is that clear to you? Now let's look into the exact solution. So here is the solution for you along with the tangent graph. So I've also plotted the graph for you. So when we say tan 2x plus pi by 6 equals to 2, x is between 0 to 2 pi, that means we are going two circles, right? So between 0 to 2 pi means an interval which is from here to there, correct? Now, step 1, as I said, is to find the period of the function which is equal to pi by the k value, which is 2. So when you divide pi by 2, you get your, in this case, period, which is equal to pi by 2. Is that clear to you? So we have pi by 2 as the k value. Now, find the related acute angle. So let us assume that alpha is the related acute angle, then tan alpha is equal to 2, and alpha will be tan inverse 2, which is 1.107. So you can calculate this value. Put your calculator in radians, okay? So when we do not write any units, we mean radians, right? So that is the unit in units are radians. Perfect. So we get alpha 1.107. So as we saw here, we have to rewrite this particular argument 2 common. We get x plus 12. Okay, this is a typing error. 12, correct? So when you rewrite this, basically it is tan of 2 is common, correct? X plus pi by 12 equals to 2. That is the given equation. Perfect. Now we know that the argument 2 times x plus pi by 12 should be equal to 1.107. So now we can solve for this, correct? So you can do your math to solve for x. So what we have done here is, let me summarize that we are given the function tan 2x plus pi by 6 equals to 2. We rewrite this tan 2 times x plus pi by 12, which is equal to 2, and we need to find solution between 0 to 2 pi. Now, the period of this particular function is pi by 2. I've written the decimal equivalent, which is 1.57. Since we are interested in finding answers to two decimal places, correct? It becomes easier than subtracting pi by 2 or adding pi by 2, correct? Now let's find the related acute angle. Tan alpha is equal to 2. So alpha is tan inverse of 2, which gives us the value 1.107 radians. So now we know that 2 times x plus pi by 12 is equal to 1.107. We can divide by 2. So we get x plus pi by 12 equals to 1.107 divided by 2. That gives you, and then we'll take away pi by 12, which is 1.57, to give us the answer as 0.29. So we got the first value, x1, as 0.29. Is that clear to you? Now to get the other values, what are we going to do? Well, add the period, which is 1.57. So we are going to add the period, which is pi by 12, and we know pi by 12 is 1.57, correct? So that's what we did. So we found the first value. The related acute angle works for us since we are looking for positive 2. Adding 1.57 gives us 1.86 as the second answer. The third will be 2 times 1.57 is added. That gives you 3.43 as your answer. 3 times 1.57 gives you 5 radians. And if you add further, you'll be out of this particular domain, right? 6.28 is the decimal value. Is that clear to you? All right. So we could actually think about 0 to x2, 6.28. 2 times pi, 3.14 will give you this. So we get the final answer as these four values. Is it absolutely clear? So that becomes the solution for our question. Perfect. That is how we are going to solve this particular question and similar questions. I hope the steps are absolutely clear. Feel free to write your comments, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your time and all the best.